web slingers, guardians, and defenders. Today we're back with another comic book haul. An unexpected one, and a couple of eBay pickups. So the comic book haul, I was notified that there was a local guy who had just had an associate that was closing up shop, and he had been collecting comics since the early 80s. So I heard about it. I was like, yeah, we're going in. So went and visited this guy, and he had bins and bins and bins and bins and bins full of comics. I only went through one bin, and I picked out 23 books, 22 books, something like that. Can't wait to show you some of these. I'm excited about them. So the other two are pickups. One is a single comic that I've been looking to buy, and the other is a Chase mystery lot with SpiderMan number 129, first appearance of the Punisher, as the Chase. So I'm going to post the eBay link right now. So let's jump in. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you the eBay pickup that I got, the single comic. This is, I'm not going to show you the front, but I got this because one of my favorite all-time characters in comic books and really pop culture, period, it's Donatello. Now, I know a lot of people don't care for Donatello for one reason or another, but I have an affinity for Donatello. Always have. You know, back in the early 90s when you'd go to the arcade and you'd play the TMNT arcade game and you got to choose the turtle, I would always choose Donatello. So, this book is really exciting for me and kind of gut-wrenching at the same time. And you're going to probably, if you haven't already guessed it, know why as soon as you see it. So, go ahead and get it out. It is taped and secured very well. There we go. Okay. So, a little trash pile. Take this little strip of tape off. But for those of you that haven't guessed by now or didn't see a glimpse of it, this is not a first print. This is a second print. But this is TMNT number 44. This is the death of Donatello. Love that cover with Rocksteady and Bebop walking away from Donatello and Metalhead. Pretty cool. So really excited to have that book. I guess I'll show you the mystery box or mystery pack now. It's in a manila envelope. They wrote, "Do not bend, fold, or crush." Very fragile on it. I don't think if I got the Spider-Man 129, they would have sent it in a manila envelope. But you never know. You never know. People have done stranger things, and that's okay. All right, well, it is in another envelope. So we'll go ahead and take that out. Oh, I don't know. If I got that 129, I might would lose my stuff. I really might would lose it. There we are. Okay, here we go. Okay. So they are in a bag by themselves to keep it a mystery. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to okay, so it is not more than one, it is one comic. And we ended up with Sabretooth #1. Womp womp. We just bought this one a couple of days ago at Edward McKay. Paid 20 cents for that copy. This one I paid, I think it was $12.97 for. But, it is what it is. I'm not going to be mad about it. Sabretooth #1. So, this guy that I got the information from told me, now I need to go look because this dude has got so much stuff he doesn't even know. And when I got there, he was like, I know nothing about comics. I just know this guy told me he was closing up shop, wanted to give me his comics to sell, and I'm selling them for $1 a piece. So I was like, okay, well, I'll give it a look through. And I went through and only got to view one bin because I got there a little late, and he was about to close, but he said, you're welcome to get my number. You can come look anytime. Just give me a call. I'll meet you here at my store, and we'll work something out. And I was like, okay. So he says, also, you need to make sure that you come back because the guy that has these here is bringing in another shipment of them. He's got roughly 10,000 comics, all from the 80s to the mid-2000s. And I was like, okay. So we're going to go back and look. And I've got this guy's number, so hopefully it'll bring something good for us. So the first issue that I'm going to show you is an original print, first print. This is Spawn #10. I like the cover of this because it's got the black and white and then the little box of color. So I was really happy to find that. Now, mind you, I've changed the bags and boards on the majority of these. A lot of his stuff was unbagged, unboarded. Some of it was bagged, not boarded. And the ones that were in bags and boards were like, I guess where the front ones had been sitting in the sun. They were sticking together, so I had to kind of peel them apart and look at them one by one. But I did a pretty good go through of the first like rack of comics that he had. So I don't think I missed anything. I'm really excited about one of them to show you, and it may not be one that you even would imagine me being excited about. But Spawn #10. All right, the next is a Marvel Milestone edition. This is, we're just talking about it, Punisher, first appearance, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 129. This is a reprint of that issue. Then we've got Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and the Cannonball. This is Marvel Team Up number 149. Got Dark Hulk number 36. I picked this up just because it's got Venom on the cover of it fighting Dark Hulk. My wife just walked in. She's like standing there watching me, so I have an audience, a live audience. Then I picked Amazing Spider-Man number 380. For those of you that don't know, this is part of the Maximum Carnage run. And this has got Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage, Iron Fist, Deathlock, and Captain America on the front of it. Now, at some point or another, if this guy keeps what he's got, I do plan on putting a later run of the Spider-Man together, just because he's got the majority of it. Now, I don't know what he has in the other bins that I didn't get to go through, but did find 376, 377. I got 2 copies of 377. And 373. Invasion of the Spider Slayers conclusion. Now on sale twice a month. Then I got The Adventures of Superman number 505 with its gimmicky, glittery looking cover. Definitely indicative of the 90s era of comics. They had all the shiny gimmicks to try to get people to buy them. I got Blue Devil, number 1. This is one that I saw a lot when I was a kid, but I never picked it up. I never got it. And I think the reason is I am from North Carolina. I'm a North Carolina fan, and just having something titled The Blue Devil didn't seem right as a Tar Heel fan. This year that wouldn't really matter that much because they're not doing so great, but yeah, got the Blue Devil number 1. Then I saw this and I was like, wow, that looks really, really good. I'd never seen this before, and I wanted it as soon as I put my eyes on it. This is Batman versus Judge Dredd. And speaking of the Judge, Judge Dredd, Legends of the Law, number 1. Then I got Secret Defenders, number 1. Doctor Strange, Wolverine, Nomad, Darkhawk, and Spider-Woman with its gimmicky 90s cover. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 30. Now this one is the one that I was talking about. I think I'm going to save it for last. A couple of these actually. So yeah, save a few of those for last. This kind of goes along with the last one I showed you. This is the Infinity Crusade, number 1. Let There Be Light. Then I've got Amazing Spider-Man, number 370. This has got Black Cat, Scorpion, and Spidey on the front of it. And then The Web of Spider-Man, number 94. This is Hobgoblin Reborn, part 2. Love that cover. Alright, so then I've got Warlock and the Infinity Watch. This is number 10. This has got Thanos versus Thanos on the cover of it. And the ones that I was waiting to show you, the first is kind of nostalgic for me. This one is, I did not expect to see it, but I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, you know what, I've got to buy it. This is a Marvel Comics comic book, and it is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, number 1. Then, this is one I was excited to find. Number 1 issue of Bloodshot. Now, most of you know there's a Bloodshot live action coming out with Jason David Frank, who played the Green Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I believe when that comes out, this is going to skyrocket. And this is pretty much pristine condition. I would be very, very sad if, from the looks of this book, now there is one little scratch on the front of it, but I would be very sad if this book did not get a 9.6 or a 9.8. It is in excellent condition other than that one, and it looks like where somebody might have put their finger or their thumb in it trying to pick it up, and it's got a little indentation from maybe a fingernail. And then the last one, I actually picked up 3 copies of this, is Deadpool number 1. 3 of those for $1 a piece. Cannot beat it. So I am super, super excited about these. They're all the direct edition. So anyways, I still have one more coming in. I've got two. One is a single and one is a mystery. I may go back and see what else that guy's got, maybe this weekend, or what else he has. And then I've got still to meet up with my buddy who says he's got stuff for me, and won't tell me what it is. So a lot of fun stuff in store. So stay tuned. Be a blessing to somebody today, whatever day it is you're watching this. But most of all, I hope you're blessed. Thanks again. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Hope you all have a wonderful night. God bless.